All right, we're about to do some mobility. Start off balancing, left foot only, right knee tucked up. Send the right leg back and reach the right arm forward to touch down on the ground as far forward as you can. And then right toes, try to hit that same point as far forward as you can get it. Right fingertips go forward. Right toes forward. Right fingertips. Go through 10 of these. So it should feel like a big hamstring stretch. And then a big ask out of the quad. We could put some music on. I have 2 helpers today, so I don't really have to do anything. Just do whatever they do. I'll pick out the weather. I'll DJ in the weather, the music. I opened up my weather app.
I wish we could pick out the weather.
What number are you on?
10.
Okay, same thing other side. Easy enough. Switch to the right foot. Left hand goes forward, left leg goes back. Left toe goes forward. So the toe goes forward, you're leaning back. Think about you're keeping a straight line really from that left toe to the top of the head. So there should be a decent lean back when you send the toe forward. Just engages the hip flexors, lower abs. 10 of these guys. One side may feel easier than the other. It's pretty common. We're going to do a lot of mat stuff, so we're going to stand up and do balance. And then lay down and do some mat work. Stand up and do balance and just kind of go back and forth. 10 of those. All right, when you're done there, lay down on your back. I'm over here. Even better. Okay, laying straight back, arms over the head, feet off the ground. Come up into a tuck, feet go flat, and extend the legs back out. So we're gonna keep moving through this. Go through 10 of these. Ideally, the legs just go straight out. Don't lay them down on the ground. Exhale in the up. Control back down. I say this every class. I'm like, why? I'm not gonna wear black again because I just look like a big black blob. Can't see where I start and finish. All right, on the last one, keep the feet flat and just fold the legs over to the left, trying to get the inside of that right knee down to the ground. And then switch, fold over the right. Go through 5 of those each way. Try to keep the shoulders still. So if the shoulders are still, then the back takes on more of that twist. Do 3 more each side. Rotation. Rotation in the back. A stretch in the outside of the hip. 2 more each way. 1 more each way. All right, then we'll combine those. So lay down, everything extends. Come up into a tuck. This time, if you fold over to the left, try to just barely pick the hips up. Roll back down, extend the arms. Go to the other side this time. Feet flat, flop the legs over to the right. Try to lift the hips up and then set the hips back down. That flat feet, not fat feet. 3 of these on each side, so 6 total. Pull the knees over to the left. Everybody out of room. This one's good this way. Sit up, tuck, flat feet. Fold over to the right, lift the hips. 1 more each side. Fold over, hips up. Oh. And then on the last one, roll it back down, lay down, arms in streamline. Just lift and lower both of the legs 10 times. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, and then last variation of this. This will be the last one. Everything tucks up, knees bent, feet come flat. Fold the legs over to the left. This time, plant the left hand down, reach the right arm up and over the head, and drive the right hip up as far as you can. Set the left hip back down, feet flat, extend the legs, roll back down. Pike up, sit up, fold the legs over to the right, plant the right hand, reach the left arm over the head. 3 of those on each side. 2 down, 4 to go. Exhale, tuck, fold the knees, reach. Extend, exhale, tuck, fold the knees, reach. One more each side. Last variation here. Hold the knees over. Do you run out of space on that side? We're all trying to cram into this little space. It should be more beautiful next week, right?
That's right.
All right, on that last one, go back down into streamline and just do this little shift with the legs side to side, 10 each way. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then stand back up. Yay! All right, back to balance on the left leg. This time, reaching with the right hand first, and while you're down there, reaching with the left hand next, come all the way back up. So just adding a little bit of time spent down in that stretch. Things feel like this. Yeah, good. Reach right hand, stay down there, reach left hand, come all the way back up. So 2 taps for each drop of the chest. Just that little rotation in the spine should make it a little bit harder on that foot for balance. Makes the hamstring have to work a little bit harder to hold you still while the upper half of you kind of wiggles around. So in a sense, it's just adding resistance. It's adding something that just makes your life a little bit harder. All right, right foot, same thing. Reach left, reach right, stand back up. So we generally go opposing arm, which we call common arm, common direction, because it's how you walk. Right leg goes forward and the left arm goes forward. I have not heard this song. 10 of these guys. Nice job. Not anymore.
Last one.
All right, back down onto the mat. Lay down. Yay. Told you we're going to go up and down a lot today. Okay, so this time, when you sit up, legs out, just bring that left leg in, roll over to the right, and just lift the hips up. Extend the leg, come back down. You can do extended leg, tuck just the left knee, lift the hips up, right leg stays out, left leg joins it. Just tuck the left knee, pivot over, reach the left arm over the head. Go through 6 of those, all on that side. So that's asking a lot of the right shoulder, a big stretch for the left oblique, left lat. Take your time in that reach up and over the head. That left bicep comes to the left ear and reaches the arms around. Imagine your arms trying to make this like rainbow arch. 6 of these. And then switch sides. Now you'll just have a fresh leg coming in. Go right leg come in. Jay, go right leg in. Yeah. Sit up, plant that left heel, lift the hips, arch. Nice job. All right, before you do anything else, we'll stay here, knees tucked. Left leg in, right leg out. We've done these before. Vertical spine, flex the foot so you're trying to pull the toes back to the knee, just straight leg raises. Go through 15 of these, short, quick movement. Just trying to fatigue the hip flexor, make it work. Check that you're not tucking the tailbone under, rounding out the back. Same thing on the other side, drive the sternum forward, pull the shoulders back. The body will keep trying to figure out ways to like help you be more efficient. You gotta turn those off and just tell your body this is what we're doing right now. There are easier ways to do it, we're just not doing it that way. All right, so going back to these, legs straight out, left knee tucks in. You come up to this point. Now to just add more, you're gonna pivot on that right hand, bring the foot through, and you're just going on the toes. Reverse that movement, extend the right leg, roll back out. Left leg tucks in, You can leave that right foot up off the ground the whole time. You just bring like the toes, balls of the feet onto the ground. Roll back down, 6 of those. At your own pace. It could feel good to just go a little faster. It could feel good to go a little slower and make sure you have this movement down. All right, same thing on the other side. You'll tuck the right knee in, plant the left hand down, and I'm just bringing the knees to where they're level. They're both the same distance from the ground. Extend that left leg, roll back down, tuck the right knee in, bring that left foot around. We have one more variation of this where we will take it a little bit further. Stand up. Oh, sorry. You can use this as our before and after picture of the garage.
There you go.
We were on towels, we didn't have enough room. All right, then you're back to this vertical spine where the knees are tucked in, left foot is flat, right leg is out, flex the foot, and now you're just taking the leg out and back in. So it's just tracking on that like frontal plane. Go through 15 of those. Are you trying?
Okay.
15 is a lot. Can't count.
Going.
Same thing on the other side. Pull that right knee in. Flex the left foot. Check that you're up on the sit bones, your vertical spine. You have a vertical spine. You should start to feel that fatigue right in that hip. As runners, we use that muscle a lot, but we only use it to like really quickly snap the knee up. We never have to hold the leg up for a while. All right, 15 of those, and then we'll go back through that single leg tuck, roll over to the side. Okay, but now we're just gonna go a little further and standing up. So super simple, legs straight out, arms over the head, tuck the, what are we doing, left knee in, plant your right foot, flip over to this knees, generally in the same spot, stand all the way up, and then reverse that movement. Right hand down, extend the leg, roll back down. So my left knee tucks in, plant the right hand, come over to that, both the balls of the feet are down, stand up, and then switch, reverse, switch directions, reverse that movement. The left knee tucks in every time. The right leg sweeps through. So 6 all on that side. Now do you wish the door was open? No?
No, but I'm not wearing your jacket.
I'm just asking if you did. I feel great.
I guess that was kind of the rude thing to say, huh?
No. I was just wondering if you wished the door was open.
I'm pretty comfortable right now.
All right, same thing on the other side. Tuck the right knee, you're right. Sorry, I messed you up. Bring the left leg through and stand up. The left leg is now the one that you kick through. It's the one that you pull under. Normally don't do mobility to ZZ Top. Mobility is all about getting up and off the ground smoothly. That's 6 for me. Okay. All right, last variation of these where you have the knee tucked in and one leg extended. This time take that foot up and twist out, twist in. So all that movement is starting at the hip. Don't think about moving the foot. The foot is staying still. As far as the knee and the ankle are concerned, there's nothing happening. Everything is just being generated, all the rotations being generated by movement in that, where the femur comes up into the pelvis. 15 each way and then switch. Same side, same thing, different side. Rotation, rotation. 15 each way. All right, when you're done there, feet flat, hips up, one arm reaches over the head. We always try to do this after that stretch because it just stretches out the front of the hips, and then come hips down, switch sides. Do 3 on each side. This is the last time we're doing any kind of big arch over reach. You're done with this little sequence. Well, with that sequence, we're still gonna do one more balance eye driver thing. All right, from there, stand back up, balancing on the left foot. I guess I should have a camera that you can see us in all times. I can't see your head. All right, balance on the left leg. Gotta move this back. All right, this time, reaching the right arm forward. That's what we've been doing in the past. But now my eyes are going up to the side, out to the side. If you can, up to the ceiling. Woo, and come back up. So try that. So same thing you started with. First time you can start by just looking a few feet over to the ground, over on the ground. Next time you can try looking at the wall over to the side. See if you can gradually start getting the eyes to go up to where like the wall meets the ceiling. If you're just at the point where looking just a few feet over from where your left foot is, that's fine, keep it there. If you have really sturdy balance, this will give you a bit of a challenge. Reach up, woo. I want somebody to submit a video of them touching down, getting their eyes up without being wobbly. Nope. So this should feel harder just because you've taken away that consistent point of view. Same thing on the other side, right foot down. Left hand will be your reacher. And now you're trying to bring the eyes over to the side. You can reach the right arm up to the side or not. If you're able to get the right fingertips up to the ceiling and look up there, more power to you. 10 of these. It helps you get something you can always touch to keep you upright. If you touch anybody, it's going to be like a domino effect. We'll all go over.
That's right.
All right, 10 of those. All right, so moving on. So standing with the feet together, you're gonna take a big step out wide. So now we're gonna try to stretch out the hips. You're gonna step wide to the right, and my foot is parallel. My toes are pointed forward. And I'm gonna sink down into it and push off of it. Sink down into it, push off of it. So go through 10 of those. You're just training that leg to catch your fall and to immediately reverse that movement and just push you back up, accelerate you back up. So enough push that all of your weight goes onto that left leg for a little while. Go through 10 of those. Before you switch sides, we're gonna go down, reach the arms forward and come back up. So now this is not ballistic, just this slow, controlled movement. Yeah, keeping the feet pre-positioned. Nice, 10 of these. Then we'll do those same 2 things on the other side. Reaching arms forward helps let the hips go back further. All right, same thing on the other side. So you can start up balancing, you can start up in your lunge, doesn't matter. You're just doing this low squat, push up. And you can do whatever you want with that free leg. You can tuck it in, you can tuck the knee up, you can let it just hover out wide. As long as that leg is catching all of that descent, reversing it, accelerating you back up. 10 of these. And then 10 where the legs are pre-positioned, arms are reaching out and you're trying to sink lower into it, come back up to neutral. Neutral is always hips even, and shoulders stacked over the hips. So I'm always coming back up to a vertical spine. Don't cut it short. The idea is we're trying to train all those little muscles to pull you back up to neutral. If you cut it a little bit short, then you're just training it to go right up to that spot. All right. All right, so we're gonna do one thing for ankles, then we're gonna go back to that. So for ankle mobility, we've done these before. So we're gonna fold over the foot, so you're on top of the arch. Stretch out the top, all those little muscles. Then flip that foot over, heel goes to the ground, and just try to like squat into it so you get as much stretch through that low calf and Achilles as you can. Go through 6 of those. You're just stretching at the top of the foot, stretch at the heel, stretch at the Achilles. So I just go to the point where you're like furthest into that stretch, hold it for like half a second, and then just move right back out of it. It should feel good. 6 forward to back. Like just enough that by that 6th one, you should feel like, okay, I'm not actually getting any deeper into that stretch. And then you'll do the same thing on the other side. So you'll switch. That back foot is the one that you're stretching. Fold the foot over. That very first one should feel really good because we don't often stretch the top of the foot. Heel goes down, bend the knee. Flop the foot over, stretch out the top of the foot. Flat foot, bend the knee. Should feel good. 6 of these. The top of the foot should feel like it's a fresh stretch. It just doesn't happen that much. That calf stretch should feel good. That gets really tight for a lot of people. All right, once you're done with 6 of those, we'll go back into that super wide stance. The only difference here now is going to be that I'm going to turn this toe in. So that right toe is turned in, sink down onto it, push off of it, sink down, push off. So you really have to articulate the movement through the foot. Onto the heel, point the toe, onto the heel, point the toe. Go through 10 of those. That knee is turned in, toe is turned in, but my hips are still even. I haven't allowed the hips to go with them. So we're continuing to work on that. Yep. Now for the slower stretch, we're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna go toe out, and then that big forward reach, come back to neutral. And you may wanna put that foot really, really far, like further separate the distance of the feet. Further separate the feet. Go through 10 of those slow. We'll do these 2 things on the other side and then you're done. We did our shoulder stability with all of the like rolling over stuff. We did a lot of abs in the beginning. We did internal rotation for the hip, external rotation for the hip. Hip flexor isolation. 10 of those slow. All right. All right, last 2 things. Now bending that left knee in. Toes are pointed in, hip rotates in. Bend that knee, push off the toe. So let that leg just catch you with that internal rotation. 10. All right. And then last thing, rotation out. I like to put the hands on the hips when I do that because it kind of makes sure that my hips don't go with it. Just that toe out, separate the feet really far apart, bend the left knee. Left knee, reach forward and back up. 10 of those. Forward reach, bend the left knee. Is it raining or just raining?
It's raining. I can see.
All right. Nice job. That's it. Done.
Thanks, everyone.
Mobility.